Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Level 56, and welcome to episode 10 of our playthrough on Deity. So, I didn't do a whole lot last night. I was actually pretty tired. But, today we're actually going to try to do quite a bit. So, I do want to still try to rearrange all my stuff so I can fit a school in here. Just because of that extra science boost that it'll do. Because the tech now requires a lot of science. So if I can do a setup similar to this, and then I can always place the charcoal burners in these tiny towns, like they have. Like I have plenty of coal, but I need to keep up on it. The only thing that worries, well, it doesn't really worry me, I guess, but like this I can place up here. I can't really rearrange this too much just for the fact that... And there is an option I could do if I want to keep this set up right here where I just move this up here, and then the blacksmith down here and then place the school. But the only problem with that is that this only has a certain radius, and unfortunately placing the marketplace up here, it's going to miss these houses. But at the same time, if there's resources available right here, then they shouldn't walk like way over here. I'm not sure how smart the AI actually is the thing. And then I am working on gold, and I really want to get fashionable clothes because that'll be our next two tier 3 luxuries, which will bring us up to level 8 houses. And then I know I need to work on our tier 1 luxuries for sure. I'm gonna have to build a couple more towns like these. I've been kind of neglecting putting the fruit gatherers and stuff around some of these bigger towns. Which, I mean, I'm still making a lot of fruit and food anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. The biggest issue for me is wood, which is why I'm glad I have magic mushrooms, which I should probably start selling those if I'm not already. Which I am not, so let's put magic mushrooms on the sell list. And we want 1,000, and we'll do that. There we go. We're gonna move this right above food. And that's just mainly for inventory control to, keep my warehouses from filling up. Even though wood is filling up all my warehouses anyway, just because of how much wood I'm making. Alright, and these are producing clothing already, so I should start getting more and more clothing. And then I'll probably have to make another one of these and then, make regular clothing out of that and then use this for fashionable clothes. Let's see. The inner city logistics hub. See, I could place the chocolatier over here. Warehouse. So I mean, I could actually rearrange this particular thing right now, because this warehouse doesn't have anything in it, and I can move the chocolate or the inner city logistics hub, because this is a 6x6. I'm not sure what the chocolatier looks like to be a. It's the exact. Well, it's a little bit bigger than. So I can move the chocolatier like right here. Warehouse, school, and then I can move the inner city logistics hub, you know, pretty much anywhere actually. Which, let's actually do that really quick. So we're gonna delete all of this. And then we're gonna delete this. We're gonna place that right here. Delete that, and we'll place this. Unfortunately, it'll have to be like along here somewhere. Which, quite honestly, it can be like right here. Because I could actually farm some grapes right here just for the winery. Here, let's do the fertility. So probably farm these two, and then I'll put the logistics hub like right there. So that'll work there. And then let's grab a school, because I really want to get that extra boost from science, and I cannot believe it hits this house. It doesn't look like it should, but it does. Okay, and then I think this is only 3 squares. Oh, nope, that's 4. I can actually get 2, I can get 2 warehouses in here. Like that. Nice. And then if I start running low on chocolate, I can always place another chocolatier right here, and then move the medicine makers. But right now I'm producing quite a bit more chocolate than I currently need, and don't even get me started on leather. I have a stupid amount of leather. Thankfully I'm selling it all, but they just can't keep up with all this. They really need to increase the radius of some of these buildings. Okay, so there's a school here, school here. I can place a school here. I'm gonna build another furniture warehouse thing. Or furniture workshop town. Because then I can also utilize this 20% productivity bonus for having 4 of them instead of just 3. And then I can place a school, and right now I don't have any. Oh man, my tier 1 luxuries are struggling. I don't think I can actually fit one right here. I could fit one right here. Let's see. I could do another furniture workshop right here, actually. That would almost be a perfect spot for it. Because then it can also be another medicine maker too, because I'm kind of struggling with medicine a little bit. So let's add another one of these towns right here. So let's see if the top of it. That road extends quite far. Okay, so let's do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19. There we go, and then we'll do some more. Like that. Let's see. 5, 6. So I could probably extend this one up this way, and it's just gonna barely miss that. And then I can fit it right here. And then this will also be a furniture workshop area. And then I can place a little, no, I won't do that. Alright, nice. So let's actually start on this. So we'll just do, you know, pig ranches. Because I don't need anything. Let's see, specific. And then I think I should be able, oh, I meant a pig ranch, not a cattle ranch. I'm actually just going to delete that building. I just want to get the, alright, perfect. That'll work. Yeah, so the next game I'm thinking of streaming is Ostrich. Just because it's similar to this, but instead of on a grid like this, you kind of just build wherever. Which, for me, unfortunately, with this particular game, since, you know, there's tiles like this, it kind of makes me want to build on a grid. But because Ostrich doesn't have the tiles, and it allows you to build kind of wherever you want. And also, you can't place roads. Your workers actually make roads as they walk around. It forces you to not build in a grid, which I like that. Even though I tend to kind of try to build grid-like, but it looks more natural in Ostrich than here. Alright, so let's get this all set up really quick. I'm just getting a lot of homeless people now, which I'm fine with. And I really think this is a good setup. Like how I have, you know, the granaries, all of these get hit by the granary, and if I have a farm here or something, that gets the bonus as well. So this is a really good setup that I have here, and I really like it. No warehouse. And I honestly could probably put more houses in here too, but for whatever reason I like having 6 houses per city, just because it kind of stacks or progresses well with the food as well, even though, you know, I have a lot of food, but so I do know that there's going to be a warehouse right here just because the school's going right there. School, and then we also want the tavern, and then the library, and then the furniture workshops will go right here. And let's actually do this. I don't think I need really immigrants, but I'm collecting them just in case. That, yeah, I don't know why I lose that last, oh, there it is. So let's actually get rid of that right now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so industry, we want the furniture, that is what we want. So we'll build one there, and we'll also build another one here. And that way we'll get the level 2 combo, which is a 20% increase. And then up here, we will do the hauling service and a marketplace. And we obviously want a blacksmith. That is a must. And then we'll add 2 more medicine makers right here, just because we are getting a little... Our consumption's a little bit higher than our production on medicine. There it is. And then we are going to pre-build all these roads just because these trees tend to block everything. And like I said, roads are the only thing I quick build. Well, dirt roads specifically. I don't quick build stone roads because they do require resources. The research lab is almost, and I want the research lab because I can then use paper to make science, which will be good. And then, you know, adding the schools will definitely help as well. There we go. Alright, so this area is all set. Now we just have to wait for it to get built. And then I'm gonna see in this one, did I throw? I did. Okay, so we'll do that. So once these are built, actually I have 84 of them. These are doing 14. 10% combo level 2. Yeah, so once those others get built, then I'll get the 20% increase. So we'll wait for these to get built, and then I'll rearrange this to add the school. And then I think there's cotton down here too, so I could technically start farming. Well, I could farm cotton anywhere, essentially. But I'm just struggling on my tier 1 luxuries. A little bit anyways. I do need more wine, which I could make a actual wine town and have 2 wineries in it, because I would like to have 1 resource per luxury per town. Let's see how much. I have 327. Let's upgrade a good chunk of them. 48,000 pork. Alright, so my chocolatier is lacking, but that's because I kind of did something. And then once we're able to upgrade it, we'll upgrade it. Alright, so this should start, you know, improving. I really wish that the haul-in service and the market had bigger radiuses. But also, I kind of make these towns fairly big. So let's see, what's the science? 31 for the school, 22 for the library. Yeah, so 98 per house is what I should be getting. Wait, why is this only 39 for the house luxury? 20 for the library and 28 for the school. Why is that different? Oh, I bet you it's because of the appeal. Huh. I mean, that's still pretty okay. The research lab. So once that's done, we'll start actually making a lot more science. And then I should start making a lot more clothing too, just because of these buildings right here. We'll upgrade you, and we will not upgrade this one, just for the fact that 6 workers per market is kind of a lot. And I bumped the rest of them down to 3, and they're still doing pretty good, so I'm just going to keep them at 3 for now. Alright, let's see how our gold town is doing. They're cold. They don't have any wood. So we're going to do this, then they'll actually cut some of those trees down and get a bunch of wood. And I also need to make a forester too. Which honestly, I might just make a forester like right here, and then they can just cut these trees down. So if I place a forester there, or I could place... I could place a forester right here. I could even just place one right here. It'll generate enough wood. So, yeah, we'll just place a forester right there. We'll just do that. And then I could place a warehouse. I could probably place, yeah, one warehouse will be fine. So we'll do that. Yes, I know, you're dying from the cold, unfortunately. And then gold is all set. Here, let's tell them to cut some of these trees down. Let's tell them to stop collecting stone. I think that's kind of the issue. They collected all the stone, I think, anyway. There we go. Now we'll start getting some stone, so then they'll hopefully start being warmer. Because I am losing quite a few of them. Thankfully, I've been collecting the immigrant cards. There we go. We'll do that. And then I'll start getting some wood. And then they'll just cut any tree down. So we're also going to set a limit at 1,000 wood. Because 1,000 wood will keep these guys warm for the rest of time. And food is starting to go up too, which is nice. Okay, so this town will be set, and then I'll just place 2 of these, start minting gold bars, and then sending them up to this town here. And then once I unlock pocket watches, we'll start creating pocket watches as another one of our tier 3 luxuries. How much longer for this? 20 minutes. A little bit less. We have 81. Can I actually upgrade you? I need 86. So close. You know, and for having almost 800 people, my FPS is pretty good. I'm hovering between 40 to 60 FPS. It just kind of depends where I'm at on the map. Also, having like a bunch of leather and everything scattered around definitely doesn't help. Like, what if I... Technically, placing in one like this would work, because then I could place this right in the center, which would be a lot better because it would actually pick up a good chunk of the leather. They just need to make some of these radiuses a little bit bigger. Or else, you know, manually choose which, like, what stuff you want to... Maybe if you could manually choose the radius, and then the bigger the radius, the less efficient it is, would be better. I don't know. I think they definitely need to mess with it a little bit, though. Let's see, how much chocolate do I have? Or cocoa? I have enough cocoa. They just need to actually, you know, make it. There we go. So, hopefully... Oh, I'm getting 26 right there. And then tulips are another issue that I'm struggling with. Alright, so since these... Well, you're at level 3. You need more luxuries. Alright, so let's finish this town right here really quick. And then I think these are all pigs. Whoops. I honestly wish it would just stay at which one you have selected. Because half the time I just want to automatically go to where I know it is. And then we'll build these just so they don't get stuck. Alright, now let's start building up this area. So we'll start with services, we'll get the school. Most of this stuff is services. A good chunk of this is services. And then we have a warehouse right here, and then that allows for, you know, 2 or 1 luxuries. I think if I can get 2 luxury buildings right here, then I'll use this area up here for medicine. Just because that's kind of an even balance. So here we are going to make clocks. Which, unfortunately, can't build those yet, so these are just going to be open for now. But we can... So we'll do that for now, because I'm not sure how big they are, and if they're 6x6s, I can, you know, get 2 here and then make the medicine makers up here, but if they're bigger, then I'm only going to be able to get 2. But at least the rest of this will get built eventually. And I'm still making a lot more oranges than I actually need. And my food is dropping a little bit, but I think that's because I'm selling a lot of it. But I'm still making 20,000 more food than I currently need. But I have 5 million gold. Just a little bit. And like, I do understand why the logistics offices are the way they are. You know, you send stuff to a warehouse and then you take stuff from that warehouse, send it to another warehouse. But I honestly think the logistic office should be like the marketplace, or the market, where you choose what resources you want and then they just go and get it from wherever. And then like it supplies, you know, what's within the radius. I think that's a much better system than how they currently have the logistics office. but that's just me. Let's see, how much dye do I have? I have over 1,000 dye. Let's set a limit on that right now, which will also free up a few workers. So now I'm basically just waiting. Like, my wine, I can work on my wine a little bit. Like, I can move this up here and I can make a dedicated wine town, which technically is right here. But I'm also producing iron. Which iron is actually getting spread around pretty nicely. Because I do have about 1,000 iron. So like if we go to the iron town over here, I could, you know, move this up here and have 2 of these going up here, and then, you know, the iron will get sent around where it needs. Because then I could place a school, and then this warehouse can go here. Because honestly, these grapes aren't really doing a whole lot for me. The wine's not doing very good. I probably should have made this a grape town, because then I can have 2 grapevine fields right here working instead of, you know, that. Which what I could do is I could rearrange, I could delete this, make the chocolate factory like right here, because I'm not really using cotton for anything because I have wool. So if I make the chocolate right here and then use this for grapes, and then that could be an option that I do while I'm waiting for everything to research. Yes, I know you need a research. So we want to do Cocoa Town, and then Cocoa, and we just want 1,000. Why does it do that? Unpause. Because I chose this spot here for grapes specifically. Because then I could place a winery here and a winery here. And then move this somewhere else. And I could even keep the cows here too. You know, because I am getting milk. I'm getting milk and then also beef from the cows as well as leather. So I'm getting 2 foods and then which really isn't bad. The only problem is I'm not really using the leather for anything. I was wondering why everyone was moving so slow. I accidentally clicked 1x speed. So I'm kind of thinking about making a chocolate town up here. Because this would be a pretty good spot, and it's right fairly close to Cocoa Town over here. Hell, I could even make it like right here. Because this is a really good grape area. Like, I could easily get 2 grape farms right there. And then unfortunately I'm going to have... So I can get rid of one of these vodka distilleries just because I'm only using 2 of them. However, I do probably need more. So let's do this really quick. We'll place a school right there, and then we'll place... Because I really like this setup, and having a school will definitely help with our science. The bread. I could make another bread town. It sucks that this building's so big. Because if I could get like 4 in there, that'd be perfect. Because I think the blacksmith is an 8x5. Yeah, so that's only 4, so that wouldn't even... Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to place the hauling service anywhere. Oh man. So I would have to make another one of these towns. Which honestly, what I could do is, because there's only 2 bread makers here, I could only have 2 of these fields going, and then place another one with only 2 fields, and then have the exact same effect. And that would also cut down on the workers too. That honestly might be an option I look into. Stuff is downgrading. House level 3? Why are you a house level 3 only? No, probably because you're not, you don't have enough tier 1 luxuries. See, this is just... Well, that is an option. I'm making... So I could easily make this a tulip farm. I don't think I'd be able to make like this one, because I am making enough wool. See, and I kind of thought about this idea after the fact, because I thought about it with the cannabis farm up here, having 2 farms in the town where I can also get the bonus to the from the granary definitely helps the yields. Like, because my cannabis is fine now. It's tulips and, well, it's the tulips I'm struggling with. I could still have these farms here. I could always delete these and then see if it'll work. I know one can fit there. I don't know if one can fit here, though. And honestly, these areas aren't very fertile. But... Nope. So I know tulips can go here. So we could do a tulip farm here. We'll delete this and place the sheep farm back there. And then I might leave these farms. So I'll see how this setup does, because that might actually be enough to kind of offset the tulips a bit. But then again, it might not. So we'll wait till this is built, see how the tulips do, and then unfortunately there's not a whole lot of options for tulips in this area. I'd have to build a colony like... See, this would be a good spot, but unfortunately I didn't build over here. Yeah, so we'll just see how this setup does. Like this. And then I am gonna actually redo this. So this is gonna be pure wine. And then I'll make a chocolate town up above here. I'm gonna wait for a couple of these other towns to be built though. Just cause there's a lot of construction that's going on right now. So it'll get there eventually. See, and there's hardly any resources in this building right here. Yep, and clothes are starting to go up mainly because of this town over here starting to produce clothing. And then I do have a good, I could start selling dye until well, I should probably start selling dye until I absolutely need it. Because it's going to be a while before I actually need dye. I set a limit at 1,000 though. So this shouldn't farm for quite a while. And I only probably need one dye farm. I could make another cannabis farm right here too. Except I want this area over here to get built. Which is what they're doing. Which is good. Oh man. 30,000 more food than I actually need. And I'm just happy because I'm selling a lot of it, so it's kind of holding at that number. And then I'm doing good on iron tools. I keep increasing the iron. Well, I have a blacksmith in every one of these towns. So my iron tools is doing really well. The struggle was getting to iron tools because that was a hassle. That's because I started not where I intended to start. This area right here is pretty big for grapes too. There is a big grape area right here. I'm gonna have to sell some of my wood because I have way too much wood. So let's actually do that. We're gonna go to Rowan, trade wood. Let's sell. We'll sell 30,000 wood. We'll just do. We'll just do that. There we go. That'll increase my storage a little bit. Oh yeah, about half. Because I really don't need that much wood. And it'll just skyrocket once all this gets harvested anyway. And then... Okay, so now we have a research lab. Let's get rid of you. I can just buy you whenever. Unfortunately. Oh. There's no, there's nothing on there. I wonder if that is that an other? That is another. Alright, so this is still a building that they're working on, because that just looks funny. And it is a 6x6, so I can place it. Let's see, where should I place the research lab? I could place it like right... No, because I'm going to put grapes right there. Well, actually, grapes will go in here. Let's see, what area isn't using a whole lot of workers? I could place one like right over here. Or let's just place it by the paper mill. That makes the most sense. Which the paper mill is right there, so we'll just place it right here. Other... And then I'm not sure how this actually works. I guess we'll find out. Exciting. I'm making a lot more wine than I actually need, but I'm not actually getting any surplus. So I'm gonna delete this wine, delete this, and delete this. Crap. Okay, let's do this. We'll place you. I could honestly just place you like this. Which means I'm gonna... Well, actually, let's see on that. Because if I place this here... Yeah, so we'll... Well, it won't matter because this will be 3. Well, 2. So, yeah, that doesn't matter like that. But this one, I can actually place another warehouse. And 2 warehouses is pretty good. Oops, God, I keep pausing it accidentally. And then we'll all place the school right there. There we go. And I think we're just doing this for those. Oh, and this should start getting built here pretty quick. Yeah, so hopefully this will get built, and then the winery will so upgrades, research lab, that's starting to go. So high fat, that's gonna 150 minutes. Jeez. Industrialization. I'm gonna have to get all of this anyway. So 42 minutes, that's better than 150 minutes. This area will slowly start to get built up. Honestly, my cannabis is doing really well. My medicinal herbs and medicine's doing pretty good. I really need these 2 things built. And then it'll all get built eventually. What? You guys just cut all of these trees down. I put cut any tree. Crap. Oh no, they cut all of those nice trees down. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Cut non-fruit trees. Oh, jeez. Okay, well that happened. God dang it. I could easily get another town right here too. That's okay. I'm gonna put another tiny town right here. I think that was one of my plans. Okay, so I should flip this the other way because then I can get another warehouse right here. And the more warehouses you have, the better. Or if I flip this, put a warehouse here, I can put like a medicine maker or something here. I gotta wait till some of this stuff is built though. There's a lot going on right now, and they're only building so much at a time. And I don't really want to put any more people on builders. Alright, let's upgrade the rest of my, of these buildings. Oh, there was only 4 of them. So I am gonna put a winery right here, because I could have a couple wine towns. So I'll have a wine town up here and a wine town right here, and then because I can delete this iron smelter, because I'm gonna. This isn't doing anything over here. So if I put this up here, put a school. Okay, so let's do that. We'll delete this. We'll delete this. We'll put this iron smelter. We'll just put it right there. And then we'll just put a bunch of bushes. It don't matter. Then we'll delete you. Place a school right there, and then we'll place that. There we go. So that's set, and then over here I can delete this iron smelter. Let's delete this stuff. We'll put a winery right here. There. So that'll go like that then. More towns means more population. And then having one luxury per town, I really kind of like that. Because then it's specific and it's not like, oh, we need a bunch of resources. It's just, we just need one resource. Yeah, my wood is already going straight back up. Granted, my people did destroy a bunch of these trees over here, which is fine. I still have plenty. Let's see, how's our jobs doing? Almost all of our jobs are... That is crazy. Almost all of our jobs are filled. That is actually awesome. Wheat is actually, well, wheat's, you know, once this gets harvested, I'm up on wheat, so I'm not too worried about that. Excuse me. And the reason my fruit is down a little bit is because I haven't been placing the fruit gathers in the hunting lodges around my bigger towns. Which, if I do that, my food will skyrocket. I'm trying to kind of balance out a little bit as well, because I can always add those and my food will, you know, skyrocket again. Alright, this is starting to get cut down a little bit too. Alright, let's go. Has our research thing been made yet? No, it hasn't. I might as buy any card removal card I see. Produce iron bars on the industrial scale. That'll be good. And these are big buildings too. Like, these buildings are huge. But producing iron bars on the industrial scale like that means I can get rid of these iron smelters. And then I can actually make a luxury over here, maybe. Because those, yeah, those buildings are massive. Like, they'll have to go, like, right in here or something. I could even place another town right here. And then get rid of these two. Lots of remodeling and stuff. I like it. Yeah, this is starting to go up again. Our tulips are actually ahead. This is interesting. I wonder if this tulip farm is done. It's not. It's just waiting for workers. Oh man. Yeah, now we're just kind of waiting for stuff to get built. I could honestly increase my builder count, because all of, like, there's a good chunk of my hunting lodges that are working right now. Like, look at that. That's, so if I double this, that should, I mean, I'll still have a pretty decent chunk on hunting lodges. So let's see. Wait, what? Oh, that's because my farms went down. Yeah, so we'll do that. Because then even more stuff will start to get built. Or what I could do is just have 20 people on laborers, because that'll also help tremendously. 20 and 20. We'll see how this does. I doubled the amount of builders I had, so hopefully stuff will get built a little bit quicker. Oh man. Our beer's doing good, our cannabis is doing good, our tulips are going up even. This is good. And then once these get built, I'll readjust, let's see, it's this area right here. Because I'm going to delete this and then place a warehouse and a school here. The only downside is that there's not really a good place to place a school in this setup. I mean, I'd have to place the school like right here. Or I could do one like right here even. Which I guess wouldn't be the worst thing. Because then I could get all these houses. I might end up doing that. I haven't decided yet. Because there's still a crap ton of trees around here for them to grab. You know what? Get this building built really quick. Also get this one built. Get this area finished. Let's just have them build all this really quick. And then they can go back to building this stuff. Even though, you know, a good chunk of them are still over here building. So how long? So 26 minutes. That's really not too bad. 26 minutes will go by fairly quick. I'm making 7,000 science. And I'm thinking on my next playthrough, I know like this one I'm not using the quick build option much, but I'm thinking on my next playthrough I will use the quick build just because, well, it's quicker. I don't necessarily like using it because I do feel like it's kind of cheating because stuff just gets built instantly. But it does make the game go a little bit quicker. Plus, I mean, I'm not really using anything. I'm not using my money for anything. And half the time I'm just waiting for stuff to get built. So I'm not going to do it this playthrough still just because I've gone this whole playthrough without using quick build except on dirt roads. Which I kind of need to use it on dirt roads. But I think the next time I play, I will use quick build. But it's just the idea, like, what's the point of even having, you know, resources and then putting resources in these buildings to make them if you can just make them using money? Like, what's the point of that? Wait, cold? You guys are dying from the cold? Wait, who's dying from cold? Oh, these guys are. Oh, I forgot to place a, oopsies. Let's place one, like, we could place one right here. Yeah, let's... There's 1,000 iron here? Wait, what? Oh my gosh, they are actually making iron. I completely forgot. You need... Okay, yeah, let's... I completely forgot I did that. 3, 4, 5... Yeah, we'll place that there. And then quick build you, and we'll delete... Let's delete these trees right here. Oh, man. I completely forgot. I meant to place a woodcutter, like, over here, but this is a little bit better, I think, because it's kind of closer. Sort of. And then I completely forgot that about the tools and stuff. Aren't I just importing iron tools? Like, I don't know what I was thinking right here. Yeah, so we'll set a limit on that, and then I could always just send iron back to the main town, even though I'm doing pretty good on iron. The whole point of this town was for coffee, but they're not even picking this up. I guess I could place a temporary hauling service right here, and then they'll pick it up and build this. Could do that. Well, I think this is raw coffee too, yeah, so there's really no point. We'll just do this. Yeah, so they should start collecting some wood and then building this, and then this will be fine. Yeah, we'll just do sustainability. Oh, man. I was like, why are people dying from cold? That makes no sense. And you guys are still doing great. You guys have a stupid amount of food. Let's actually do this. Yeah, this is just a stupid amount of food. You should be able to set a limit. Alright, and how are you guys doing over here? You guys are doing pretty good still. My food is actually dropping. Pretty sure that's because I'm selling a bunch of it. Which is good, because it's keeping my granaries light. Alright, so hopefully this will start producing a few more tulips for me. You know, someday. Oh, man. What I need to do is flip this and place another warehouse right here or something. Yeah, my luxuries are doing great. You know, the only thing I'm struggling with are like the furniture and then the tulips. But I'm hoping, you know, once this gets planted and starts working. Oh crap, you're using leather. Use wool. There we go. 44 and 44. There you go. Now start using wool. You know, honestly, for I could produce leather clothing up here too. But I want to use this for a winery just because of the grapes in this area. And then I'll just delete these because I don't need the food from them. And then hopefully the only issue is the leather. Like they need to pick up all that leather. I'm kind of wondering if I would just be better off leaving this as cows. That's a good reason for the quick build though, just in case like they're not moving stuff, you can just quick build it and it'll just build it regardless. I wonder if I could get around that by placing this building, because that instantly builds it and then it would probably just delete all those resources. So that is probably a way around that if I don't want to use quick build. Alright, so the houses are starting to get built. The granary was built. So this area is starting to get built up a little bit. And then all this just is getting built too, which is nice. And then hopefully this gets a pretty good yield off of the tulips, because the 25% near the granary hopefully will be enough to, you know, kind of wondering if I should just make this one big field too. Also, I should probably start placing more stone roads down. Let's actually do some of that. And then I'm not gonna quick build these stone roads, since they do require resources to build. There we go. And then I won't place any more until these roads are built. Then hopefully once these storage areas get built, this area will start getting built a lot quicker, because then they can actually throw stuff in the warehouses. Oh man. Alright, so looks like we have some tulips planted. I just don't want our houses to keep downgrading. We still have 97 level 7 houses, which is good. And our science is still going up. See how much longer on this. Oh, just over 13 minutes. Electricity. From glass and gold bars, which So the clockmaker will be our second tier 3 luxury. And then, you know, I want crop breeding and the fertilizers. Well, I wonder what that's gonna do. Printing press, print books. Oh. See, what's the point of having the scientific theories at the end of this? Like, seriously, what is the point of that? Like, I could see it, like, right in this area, but why would you have this at the end? At this point, it's just like you don't actually need it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Alright, let's see, how's our job priority doing since I put... Alright, so the hauling services... Okay, so having 40 people building probably isn't the worst thing. I do need to make another brew town. Well, I do have other breweries like this, so I can probably just do this really quick and get away with that. Since I do have a couple more breweries in these tiny towns. I'm gonna have to sell another 20,000 wood. Alright, now let's see how well our tulips do now that... Oh yeah, this is already gonna be pretty good. And I like doing this setup because then these guys actually pick them up. But yeah, the hauling services definitely needs a wider radius. Well, and they're starting to build. Well, they're starting to build these anyway. I have 830 people in my town. Does that include your other towns too, or is it just this one? So, yeah, so that includes all your towns then. Because there's only 705 population here. And tulips is going up. Alright, yeah, so having this kind of a setup is extremely good. Because having the extra 25% efficiency is amazing. Yeah, I got 555 off this field. Compared to like 23 off of this field. See, how's our food doing? Still, yeah, our food just shot up again. We're almost 30,000 more than we actually need. And our medicinal herb is still doing really freaking good. And then the next town to get built up will be this one. And then this is where the clockmakers are gonna go. Alright, so once these are built, then I'll delete this building, place a school, and then another warehouse, and then this area will be good. Yeah, I'm almost doubling the amount of production now over consumption for tulips, which is awesome. Because then, you know, my houses won't downgrade because of lack of tier 1 luxuries. This is good. I'll be right back. I have to turn my air down. I am back. I normally have my door open, but I shut the door because I saw a fly come in here, and I'm like, uh-oh, flies are starting to come out now because it's getting warmer out. And unfortunately, having the door closed means it's going to get hot in here, so I turned the air on, and then it got too cold. Also, I'm kind of thinking for my streams, I'm going to do 2-hour streams. Kind of, you know, set the pace a little bit better, because like I've been doing some 6-hour, 4-hour, 3-hour streams, and then, you know, an hour and a half streams here and there, but I think a 2-hour stream's pretty good. And also, since I'm uploading all these videos onto my YouTube channel, that way it's a little easier to watch, because a 2-hour stream's easier than a 4-hour stream. Or a 6-hour stream, in the case of my first video. And then so like on my next playthrough of Kingdoms, I'm still not going to import anything because I really like having to deal with the resources and expanding to different locations to get access to different resources that you need. So I really like the no importing rule, but I think I'm going to allow the quick build just because it'll make the game go by a little bit quicker. And I may change my mind later on that one. Also, it would definitely help in my wood, because I could just get rid of all these trees instantly. The fact that you get 60 plus wood from one tree is ridiculous. I'm kind of waiting for this house to get built so I can just, you know, mass upgrade this. "84 years. We're doing actually real. We haven't even hit 1,000 population yet. We will. Once I build more of these types of towns, we will. I could even do a couple tinier towns like in this area. Well, I don't think I can fit one here because of that river. I can build another one right here though. And then I can build one here. And then another one here. So there's a few of them that I can do. And then I think for the extra science output, I am going to put schools along these as well. Just because that'll increase our science tremendously. Let's see, is this our vodka? No, this is our bread. The only thing I'm wondering right now is the bread. I could place a bread thing like right here too, along the side of it, and then do the school and things set up. Because I really like having... It's too bad the blacksmith is as big as it is. It's too bad it's not a 6x6. I'm barely making more wheat than I'm consuming. I think I have a lot of flour. Yeah, I have a pretty decent supply of flour. I could honestly build another one of these. Because I could do this setup too and have... Because that would be 6. I don't think there's any way I can rearrange this to make it so there's 4. Because I could build another bread town. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can arrange this to make it work. Ooh. We got industrialization. 20% industrial output. That'll be freaking nice to have. So mass produce cotton into cotton fabric. I wonder if you need cotton fabric to produce fashionable clothes. I do need these two, which means I need these two. So we'll do the bank right now. Produce steel from iron bars and coal. So let's... I have too much stuff. Alright, let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of you. We'll throw you up there, and let's just throw you up there for now. Alright, so the industrial iron smelter is a fairly big building, which I already knew that going in. So... yeah, that's a huge building. So I could place it like here and then place the other one right here. Because then that would start producing steel. And then I can get rid of these iron smelters. because that would free up, because 10, this is 5, so it'd be the exact same amount of people. But the steelworks was something that I do know I need. So I could put the steelworks right here, because then it wouldn't interfere with it. I mean, I could even put it right here. So we'll do the steelworks right here. And then I probably will build another one of these outposts like right here or something. Or maybe I'll build one up here like this. Just to kind of give this a little population boost. Unfortunately, my, let's see, I have plenty. Because I do need to start getting steel, because some of these later buildings are going to require steel. And then I am going to build another bread town, which, let's see. I could build another bread town right here and just delete these. Because I'm kind of thinking if I need population, I can always put houses in this middle section here. Like I could throw some houses along these sides. That's kind of the reason I put a space between these towns. So I could build another town right here and then one right here. Because that would also, you know, increase. Because my bread is starting to go down a little bit. Oh nice, this is already getting built. Alright, so let's delete this right here. And let's place the school and then a warehouse. And then this is already in the process of getting built. $45%. Yep, I already have so 45%. That's a lot. Alright, nice. And let's do that. And then once this is built, well, let's actually try to upgrade all of this as I build it. And since these are all built, perfect. Alright, awesome. And now we should be getting the 20% from Furniture Town. Beautiful. And we should start making even more furniture now. And then I can do this setup. Okay, and I have 49,000 wood again. Freaking ridiculous. Now this should start getting built eventually. I wonder if they're, oh yeah, they're already in the process of building this area. Alright, so that's good. And then once this is built, you know, The marketplaces are the big ones. I do need another bread area. Mainly because I want to put a school here. And then I'd have 6. Because I'm almost kind of thinking of... Because if I take 2 of these out, put pig farms, and then have one wheat field like this with only 2 bread things here, then I can still put these 2 in another town and then have the exact same setup. But I might as well just leave this stuff here and then have 6 bread makers. Because I could build another wheat town right here. Clothing is kind of an issue. I could honestly build another cow town for chocolate up closer to a cocoa town, and then build a couple more tailors right here for leather. Because I am getting quite a bit of leather off of these. The only issue is I would lose my black or my medicine makers, which aren't actually producing like they could be. There we go. So that's another option I could do. I could even place it like right here. Just delete these 2 things, place it right here, and then place another town up here or something. Because I do like these little towns, but these ones are a little more efficient. Because then it would take care of the leather issue in this particular town. And I am producing quite a bit of chocolate. Because then I can actually place 2 chocolate makers down. Alright, so this should start producing a lot more furniture too. Which I don't necessarily need it, but since my tulips and my yeah, so for whatever reason, they're not wanting to plant. I don't understand it. Alright, let's output inventory full. Oh, this is done. So 37 paper for 2,900 science. Which really isn't a bad amount. How's our paper production doing? Alright, so we're still producing more than we're using. Our food is kind of dropping a little bit. We're still 27,000 ahead. Okay, so up and our stone roads are starting to get built. Probably because this area is almost done building. Okay, so let's do this. I do want to build another. Alright, so let's just assume I'm going to build a town right here. So if I build a town right here, it means that this town, another one will be up here, and this will be another cow town, which this will produce the chocolate. And then this will produce more clothing since, you know, leather. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do. And then since this is producing vodka, I can place more medicine makers right here. And then I don't have to worry about the medicine makers getting deleted from the other cow town that I have. So let's do this. There we go. And how's our vodka doing? I might have to make another vodka. Well, our vodka's actually doing pretty decently. We're still ahead. So what I think what I might do is this will be another wheat town, and this will be another vodka town. And then if I need more houses in population, I can always just put some in between them. Because I don't necessarily need bread, but bread's kind of fun to make. I'm still making almost, I'm a little over 20,000. I have 1,000 concrete. Alright, is this building being built up here at all? There's builders on it, but there's no resources yet. The only downside is, so I'll have to move those mushroom farms. That's okay though. Because I could place another tiny town right here and then one up here or something too. And then I know one's going to go here, so I can place a little mushroom farm right here too. So I think what I'm going to do next is build the other cow town up here for chocolate production. Since it is closer to this, we'll get chocolate from up here. What I should do is make a central, like, resource hub for luxury specifically. Like I can have them in between like some of these towns, and then like have just specific luxuries, and I don't know, it's kind of a interesting thing that I have over here. I'm rearranging all my towns so I can get a school in there to increase my science. So I think what I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to build another cow ranch town up here for chocolate. And then the chocolate production I have over here, once it auto-saves, I'll place tailors right here because my clothing production is going down a little bit. And I'm gonna have to make another vodka area too. Plus, look, there's so much leather over here. I might as well utilize that for clothing. So let's buy this province, this one, this one. Alright, so we'll just buy this whole area. I don't know, that's gonna be... oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, so... and I can delete a few of these roads too, but that's fine. So it'll come up like this. And this one will come up like that. And then the town will be like right here or something. Yeah, so this will be like that. Because I'm going to throw another vodka town right here and delete these two. And then this will be the cow area up here. So, cattle ranch. Ooh. Slot artifact cards to get bonuses. I've never actually done that one before, so that'll be interesting. And I don't actually need a bank card because I have more than enough money. Sure, there we go. Okay, and then we'll get rid of that. Yes, I know houses are needed. Alright, so let's just do the first half of this. Alright, and we'll get our granaries placed. Because then that'll, well, kinda, it'll get these two anyway. And then this granary over here will get the other two. You know what? That's 78,000. I really want those cypress trees. So, since this is going to be chocolate, let's see, chocolatier, we're going to have one right here, and then there's going to be another one up here too, so there's going to be one luxury per town is kind of what I'm going for. And then I can actually place, well, let's kind of utilize our space a little bit better. Because instead of having a crap ton of warehouses, I think 3 or 4 warehouses per town is pretty good. Let's see, tavern. Because I could even place a medicine maker like right here too or something. Or else I could just place another warehouse. I mean, that's no big deal either. Because the more warehouses I have, the better. And I can always just place bushes behind this. I just don't want to have too much population. Like, let's just place a warehouse here for now, and then I can always delete it later. That's no issue. So, service. Yeah, I don't need a bank. I have 6 million. I'm fine. There we go. So that's half of it done. And then I haven't really been placing any more fruit gatherers at all. But I haven't really needed to. I still have a crap ton of fruit coming in. Alright, you guys are being made right now, so that's good. Let's see, is this area down here all built up yet? Almost. And this is where my clocks are going to go. Clock production. Oh, I was looking at... Oh, you. Alright. My medicine's doing good. My medicinal herbs are still up there. And I have my medicinal herbs set at 10,000. Let's see. Alright, my food is going down a little bit, which I'm honestly kind of okay with. I'm still making a lot. So I think I'm gonna have to start making more pig ranches and fruit gatherers. And then I do need more wheat fields too, because my wheat fields are starting to go down a little bit, which I'm gonna make another wheat farm right here, a wheat farm town, and then this is going to be vodka, and then this is going to be my chocolatier area, or chocolate area. Alright, let's actually quick build the dirt roads so they don't get stuck on them like they tend to do. My pork is going down. That's kind of surprising considering how many ranches I have. How are my luxuries doing still? Yeah, vodka. Clothing is starting to go up a little bit. Vodka's going down. My magic mushrooms are fine. Beer's going down a little bit. Let's see. I'll probably have to work on my luxuries in the next episode because I'm gonna get off here in about 5 minutes. I want to just do about 2 hours and 2 hours of stream to kind of pace it a little bit. And then clothing will start to go up even more once I move the chocolate production over here, and then where it is currently, I'm going to put more tailors. I do need more wheat though. My wheat production is starting to go down a bit. So let's finish building this area up here. Which, this is all cat. Yeah, this is all cattle. Good. And then we'll build these roads just because of that reason right there. So each of these has a blacksmith, just so I don't want to run out of those iron tools. Cash, what are you doing? My dog is scratching at the door. Kind of scared me. I was like, wait, what? Alright, so then we're gonna get another chocolatier. Cash, stop! We'll do that. We'll do this. And we'll do that. Cash! Stop it! He's scratching at the floor near the door. God. And then we'll place 2 more granaries here, so these get the 25% boost as well. And I think the cypress trees actually give more of a bonus to appeal and stuff too. Alright, nice. And then I'll probably have to start placing, I don't know, I'm still making quite a bit more food than I currently need. I'm still making almost 30,000 more food than I need, so I think I'm okay on food. This, I do need to make another wheat town though. And then I'm going to move this. So each wheat town's going to have 3 bakeries, and then, you know, these only run when they need to because I have the limit set at 1,000. I guess I can upgrade them. So I'm going to delete, once I make the other wheat town up here, I'm going to delete this, place a school, and then place another warehouse. And then once this area up here is built, and I start producing chocolate up here, I'll start making this area over here have the tailors. And then I'll have to make this logistics hub up here instead, which is fine. Make it like right here or something. And then I am going to need more vodka because vodka is kind of fallen behind a bit. Which isn't good. I could make 2 temporary little vodka things really if I wanted to until I get the town built. Because I really don't want this number to drop. Especially since I'm not actually importing anything. So the next town I build is probably going to have to be a vodka town. Because I have enough wheat and everything for now. And they are still gathering it, so, and it is going up slightly, so I think my wheat is okay for now. My main thing is I just want to build another one so I can place a school right here to get that extra science. So the next town I build will probably be another vodka town, which will just go right here. And that'll be after this gets built. And then I haven't been placing the fruit gatherers or the hunting lodges on the outside of these cities like I normally do to kind of help with the population. Let's see, how's our science doing? 1 minute. So yeah, so we'll do this, and then I'll select jewelry. I should do zoo though, because the crop breeding would be nice to have. Because I need these two so that I can get the clockmakers. The card combiner would be good to get too, but one thing at a time. So yeah, so far so good, and we're still doing pretty good on all our resources. I mean, I have most of this set to 1,000 just to free up workers for other things, and we're still doing good on our food. I'm trying to sell as much fruit and pork as I can. Our luxuries are doing okay. They're still collecting a bunch of tulips and stuff, so our luxuries are doing okay-ish still. The only one I'm really kind of worried about is the vodka. But we'll have to do that on the next episode. But everything else is doing pretty good. And then how's our... Alright, so we'll do... I need to do these things. I'll just do this one for now to get this section done, and then I'll start up on this section again. No thanks. Let's actually get rid of that. And then I need to figure out what to do with this. Because I'm producing iron over here. The whole plan was to produce coffee and send it to the main town for another tier 2 luxury. Aw, damn it. Oh well. So, yeah, we'll hopefully, well, in the next episode, our new chocolate town will be set up, and then we'll start on vodka, get that up, you know, going up again. And then hopefully we'll have enough research to where we can start researching another tier 3 luxury. Because that would be great to have. And then this will hopefully start going, and we can start producing steel. Because we're going to need that for the next level of upgrades. Oh, and I can actually do this really quick. There we go. Alright, so until then, I will see you guys later. And I'll probably end up streaming a little bit later today too. I just kind of want to, you know, not have the streams as long as they have been. But it also makes me just want to keep playing more too. If I kind of limit myself each stream, it makes me want to play again later. And I also need to work on beer too. Beer is another one I need to work on. So we have some things to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time. We'll save really quick. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later.